Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome back, everyone, to another explainer. Today, we're tearing down the whole illusion of success and getting incredibly, brutally practical about how we spend the actual time we're given on this earth. We're going to examine the true pillars of success, which, ultimately boil down to two massive concepts: auditing your time and fully embracing failure.
We're kicking things off with some heavy-hitting inspiration from Nelson Mandela. He said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." I mean, wow! That is the absolute core of what we're unpacking today. We're going to frame this entire explainer around that sheer refusal to settle. It's a quest, really, to figure out how to unlock our true hidden capabilities.
All right, Section 1, the ultimate daily equalizer, the 24-hour reality check. 24, it's the inescapable, cold, hard reality of the daily time constraint that literally applies to every single human being alive today. It's such a simple number, but it carries the weight of your entire future. Listen, it absolutely does not matter what your background is. It doesn't matter if you grew up rich or if you grew up completely broke. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in a university lecture hall right now or if you dropped out of high school. Every single one of us is allotted the exact same 24 hours. The clock simply doesn't discriminate. And this brilliantly illustrates that the real difference between the 24 hours of highly successful titans like Oprah Winfrey and Warren Buffett and the 24 hours of someone who's fundamentally broke and struggling just to get by, well, it isn't some kind of magic. It isn't luck. It all comes down to using those exact same 24 hours wisely. When you see someone go from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months, it's just because they got a relentless grip on their 24 hours. So I want to challenge you right now, directly. I want you to audit your daily routine. Step 1, write down your exact 24-hour schedule. Don't leave a single thing out. Step 2, analyze those daily habits with brutal honesty. Because step 3, guys, this is the wake-up call. If you keep that exact same schedule, you can predict with terrifying accuracy exactly where you're going to be in 5, 10, and 20 years. Your daily routine is basically your ultimate crystal ball. Moving right along to Section 2, the trap of falling back, redefining how we fail. So once you audit your time, fear often paralyzes you from actually taking action. Think about all the traditional graduation advice you've probably heard. People always tell you, make sure you have something to fall back on. Sounds totally safe, right? Well, actually, scratch that. Let's completely dismantle that idea. True success requires falling forward. That's the act of taking risks without a backup plan, ensuring that when you do fail, you see exactly what you hit. If you have something to fall back on, you're already mentally preparing to retreat. To truly succeed, you have to lean into the risk and embrace the fall. Because the hard truth is just simple. If you don't fail, you're literally not even trying. Failing is completely inevitable in life. At some point, you're gonna lose, you're gonna embarrass yourself, or you're just gonna completely suck at something. And you know what? That is absolutely okay. Taking chances passionately is the only way forward. If you want to get something you've never had, you absolutely have to do something you've never done. Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds. The power of striking out, historic failures. Let's look at a few historical figures who didn't just stumble into success, but actually normalized massive failure as a necessary stepping stone. 2,600. Just let that number sink in for a second. That is the exact number of times baseball legend Reggie Jackson struck out during his career. It is literally the most strikeouts in the entire history of the sport. He struck out more than anyone else who ever played the game. So the crucial point is this: people remember the home runs. Society completely forgets the thousands of strikeouts and only immortalizes the successes. Nobody defines Reggie Jackson by his 2,600 misses. They define him by his spectacular hits. You just absolutely must keep swinging the bat. Let's keep this rapid-fire momentum going. 1,000. Thomas Edison conducted exactly 1,000 completely failed experiments. Imagine pouring your heart into a project and failing 1,000 individual times. No way most people would keep going, right? But here is the magnificent payoff. The 1,001st experiment was the light bulb. Every single failed experiment wasn't a waste of time. It was simply one step closer to success. It's a real game changer when you realize this proves the absolute, undeniable necessity of falling forward. Which brings us to Section 4, embracing the winding path, an academic spiral. The path to greatness is almost never a straight, predictable line. It's like a giant puzzle. Take the chaotic college timeline of the legendary actor Denzel Washington. He started out at Fordham University as a pre-med student, taking a class called cardiac morphogenesis. He couldn't read it, couldn't pronounce it, and definitely couldn't pass it. So he bounced to pre-law. Then he bounced to journalism. And with zero academic focus, he totally hit rock bottom. He ended up with a 1.8 GPA at age 20, and the university politely asked him to take some time off.
But then we arrive at this incredibly pivotal moment. March 27th, 1975. Denzel is helping his mother in her beauty shop in Mount Vernon. He keeps looking in the mirror and noticing an older woman, a respected town elder, just staring at him from under a hairdryer. Finally, she takes the dryer off her head and delivers this spiritual prophecy. She tells this completely lost 20-year-old college dropout that he is going to travel the world and speak to millions of people.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how Denzel actually lived that prophecy out. It wasn't overnight magic. Early on, he auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical and completely failed because, well, he couldn't sing. But he didn't quit and fall back on something else. He walked out, prepared for the next audition, prayed, and just continued to fail repeatedly. He just kept hanging around the barbershop until he finally got a haircut, as they say. And the incredible poetic justice of the whole shebang, he returned to the exact same court theater where he failed his first audition exactly 30 years later to star in the massive hit Fences.
Finally, Section 5, Confronting Your Unfulfilled Potential, the World's Need.
Utilizing your 24 hours and taking risks isn't just about your personal gain. It's about the absolute necessity of sharing your unique gifts with the rest of us. South Africa, the Middle East, Japan, Alabama, Tennessee, Louisiana, Philadelphia. The world has terrible poverty and massive struggles, and it desperately needs your help. It needs your time, your talent, your prayers, and your treasures. Whether you're a business major, a nurse, or someone whose simple gift is just kindness and patience, the world absolutely needs what you have. So I want you to really truly visualize this. Let's slow down for a second. Imagine you are standing on your deathbed, and standing around your bed are ghosts. But these aren't just any ghosts. They're the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. They are the ghosts of the incredible ideas you never acted upon, and the beautiful talents you never used because you were just too scared to take a risk. And imagine those ghosts looking down at you, angry, upset, and profoundly disappointed. And they whisper to you, "We came to you because you could have brought us to life. And now we have to go to the grave together." Let the heavy, crushing weight of that disappointment truly sink in for a moment. So, I leave you today with this ultimate provocative question. Think about your 24-hour schedule. Think about your fears. How many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?